What's up, good people? So I'm going to be taking some shots today and trying to finalize my tune for ASA this weekend. Coming up is going to be the ASA out in Alabama somewhere. I can't remember the name, but I finally get to go out and shoot. I retouched some stuff, got my peep sight lined up, really have been messing with my actual fiber. That's been an issue of mine outdoors, not being able to see my fiber because I was running a 0.10 fiber inside of my Optim scope. With that, it was originally able to accept the 0.15, which I forgot about. So I actually ordered some $3 fiber. Still not the greatest fix, but I do see it a little bit better. But with that today, when it comes down to super tuning this bow, trying to fine tune it, get the last little bits out, it actually goes to the idea of group tuning. So I have been just kind of grabbing. I haven't numbered or done anything like that to my arrows, which I know that's like a no-no, I guess, in the archery community when you're actually trying to fine tune. So today, I wanted to see if I had any flyers in my batch so that when I do go off and I'm just grabbing out of my quiver, I at least have a little bit more confidence in my setup. But at the end of the day, I'm just shooting the known 45 this year. So that's all the nuts and bolts, the details of what I'm getting prepared for, trying to get ready for the ASAs and some outdoor shoots with this thing. And hopefully we get some quality groups and hopefully no flyers so I don't have to trash any of these arrows. But at the end of the day, we'll see how it goes. So let's get it rolling. And I am at 40. If I need to back to 50, I will do that. But we're gonna start here and go from here. Hopefully I nick some arrows and have to go back to 50, but right now, this is what we're gonna group to now. And shot one. That was a bad shot. Cool. One round down, and I actually am going to move back to 50. Round one, I should say. Round two at 50. I not accomplishing my goal right now. That felt really good. If it wasn't good, whatever, but that felt really, really good. That didn't feel great. Why am I rushing? And that is the end of round two. Now, I know when it comes down to group tuning, there are other things that can go into play in regards to moving your arrow rest and allowing and seeing what location will help your arrow flight. Shout out to Paige Pierce for her videos and me learning something like that from her videos. And if I'm misquoting you, I apologize. But getting into the target side of things, I am obviously still learning and very much a novice, but at the end of the day, what I am trying to do with this group tuning today is to figure out of the batch of arrows, which I'm shooting the V-Tac 27s, out of the batch of arrows that I own, and I'm not buying any more, which of the group will fly the most consistent on good and bad shots and going through a weeding out process. If something continuously flies out, then it's getting marked out. I don't have a numbering system on them just yet. I am just marking them with different colored Sharpies, and I can explain that later. But right now I'm just using a gold and silver Sharpie, silver on the good and gold on the bad, and we're gonna keep it pushing. So this is round three at 50, and we'll see how it goes. What? I have no idea. That didn't feel that bad, in all honesty, but I've never seen a flyer like that out of these arrows. So obviously I did something wrong, but not really sure what I did. So I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna move this camera. That's better. Oh, shoot. I think I just Robin Hooded my arrow. Well, it felt like a really good shot, so I guess there's a reason why. I'm like afraid to shoot it. Nope. Dang. Well, I messed up one of my arrows. That's really annoying. Trying to figure out if I'm going to continue to do this experiment. All right. So I'm going to shoot one more round, take my good and precious time, and hopefully just group and rub some arrows and not do that again. But whatever's in the group at this point, that's what I'm going to mark and number those off. Everything else I'm going to leave as flyers unless I truly know that it was my fault. But again, I'm just trying to get a few arrows that fly good for this weekend, and I guess we'll see how it goes. Kind of sucks, but there's also like a compliment there. But it also was like my worst group, so it's kind of like a mixed bag of just BS and frustration. So it is what it is. That's archery, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Last and final, so I don't break any more arrows. Oof, that thing is fine. Funky. So that was the one that Robin Hooded, the other one, and I had to like push it in. And I've already been seeing a tail left, but that thing like, it was going like this to the target. So I probably should not have shot it, but whatever. All right, well, let's go check out the group because I got to get back to work. So, are there any super tuning tips that I got for you today? Not really. All right, so this was the final group of the day. I am not a huge fan of this one because that one actually felt good, but that was also the bottom right one, if I remember correctly. That was also the one that Robin Hooded this arrow and completely broke the shaft. Now the reason it didn't go through is because these have metal bushings, if you can actually see that on the back ends, and so that helps prevent from shattering and breaking the arrow. So praise God that the arrow is still good. It did knock out my point because I did hot glue my points in. With that being said though, the group overall doesn't really show me any crazy outliers at 50 yards. So other than this one, it honestly was probably me. I didn't feel good about the shot when it broke, and it was off to the right. So I've had some decent groups, I've had some bad groups, so it's not a super consistent day to day. But at the end of the day, as I said, I just need some arrows that I can fling at 45 yards, which is not a far distance. But when you're trying to hit the little dot, I probably am going to mark these 3 in the very, very middle, and then all the outliers just leave as is and be super confident in shooting them anyways. But yeah, that's that. Again, I'm trying to learn, trying to share whatever I do learn. At the end of the day, this is a very poor example of me trying to follow Paige Pierce, but at the end of the day, all I can do is take steps forward and take one shot at a time. And that was the shot for today. That's exactly what I was trying to do. So that's that. Be great, be better. Out.